with another video. My hair's messed up. I'm a little irritated because I already had started the video and my phone started acting dumb, so we're starting over. So my brows are already done. This is a get ready with me, but I'm already showered and I'm also not getting dressed because I'm just chilling. I just wanted to do a quick like everyday makeup look. So I'm gonna just tell you guys what I did first. I started off with the lip scrub for my little sisters. My bad, my brain just went blank. And I also have my ribbons, and so I have a lisp. But that's my little sister's brand. It's called Flawless Moisture. She makes foot scrubs, lip glosses, moisturizers, body creams, and everything is 100% vegan. And it's great. I just use that and I put on some chapstick so these lips are not dry in the process of doing everything else. I use Anastasia brow dip in the shade medium brown, and I use LA Girl and Lorac concealers. I mixed the two together. This is in the shade Warm Honey and Tan, and I just carve the brows. I just kind of like fill in the sparse areas following my natural brow shape, and I carve that thing out. I've already moisturized my face, and I use Cetaphil moisturizer, and I already have prime. This is just a matte primer. You can get a matte primer anywhere, it doesn't matter. I would color correct, but it ain't that deep today. So I'm gonna be going in with my foundation. I'm making a mess. I'm so annoyed right now. I'm going in with my foundation, and I do like to use Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I use the color Cappuccino. This is a color that I've always worn. I didn't start wearing foundation until I started college, so about 3 years ago. That's the first foundation I was introduced to, and I've just like stuck to it ever since. It's just a good go-to for like some everyday, you know, if you don't want something like extra heavy. And I do like to put on my foundation with a flat brush rather than a, beauty blender. And I just started doing that a couple months ago. But basically I just tap the product into my face all over and get your neck. I do also apologize for the lighting because I am in a hotel and I do have my ring light, but the lighting in the background and everything else, if it's not right, the colors look off, my bad. But all I'm doing is just tapping the product in my face. I get a lot of questions about like how I do my makeup, what products I use. I promise you I'm not as extra'd out as you guys think. I use a whole lot of drugstore, a whole lot of cheap makeup, a whole lot of affordable stuff, and that's just that. I'm not too extra when it comes to this makeup stuff. I'm just now like getting into shadows and everything, so it's real simple if you want to learn. I don't see why you can't. It's real simple. I do got a big old forehead, so that's where most of the product goes. On this noggin here. But it's whatever. I try to be extra careful around my brows because don't nobody want to go in and like redo them. I just don't. I don't have the energy. Especially because I'm not going anywhere. Like, I don't have the time. I wonder what I have on. This is not a top. This is a belt, like a sweating belt. But the thing is, I'm not sweating because I'm not working out. So why I have it on is something I would also like to know. But we're gonna act like it's a corset. We're gonna act like it's a top because that's what it is basically right now, since I'm not, you know, working out like I'm supposed to be. When doing your foundation, you do have to realize that it does have to oxidize. I'm not gonna do a whole like heavy foundation. It might look like I'm doing a lot, but I promise you I'm not. Highlight. I just highlight and I take. I like to use this brush to highlight, but I don't like the product that's in it. So I'm just gonna use the rest of what I use for my brows. I highlight underneath my eyes, and I use a triangle method. Shape, not method. And I just do that on both sides. I just get it in a triangle shape. I don't really have a bridge to my nose, but the little bit that's there, I trace it. I also go over my lip a little bit and on my chin. I try not to do a whole bunch on my chin because I feel like this looks weird when people do that. But I just use tapping method.
Smoking up, make sure the children in the house, she's inappropriate. The way she's approaching us, I disassociate, exfoliate, the renegotiate. She's closing up.
The reason why I am standing up is because I'm a little bit too short to do the video sitting down with the way that with as tall as my tripod is. And it was gonna be too hard for me to see the mirror, sit down, and show you guys everything that I'm doing, so I just decided to stand up. So if it looks weird, sorry. I like the bright under eye, so I do use a lighter color than my skin tone just because I like to look like I'm awake. But if you blend well enough, then I don't think sorry about the sirens. If you blend well enough, then I don't think it matters how light the highlight is, because you can't even see it if you blend. But you have to blend and get all those harsh corners and everything. And that stuff out, baby. And because this light is so bright, you can probably see every little detail and every flaw. And I am not a makeup artist. So if it looks crazy, it's probably because it does look crazy in real life. But everything is a process. You just kind of have to trust it. I normally use Airspun from Walmart for my setting powder, but I'm out and I'm not home. So this is what I have. It's just the Maybelline Fit Me, and it's in Fair Light. I also like Laura Mercier powder, but I'm also out of that and it's not with me. So this is what's gonna have to do. I don't know if it gives a lot of flashback because I don't really use this one, but we're gonna find out. And I'm just kind of patting it into my skin rather than letting this get a chance to like bake. I'm doing that so that my eyes don't crease underneath, because for some reason my eyes love to crease whenever I put concealer on them. And just because I don't use this brand and I don't know if it gets like flaky or powdery, I don't want to give it a chance to like sit too long on top of my face. So I'm still baking. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put some on my cheekbone. I have like really big cheeks. Like, I mean, they're not that big anymore, but I have like baby cheeks. And I just try to give them that like a more slim effect. I don't even know if this works, but I do it all the time. And it be looking like it be working and stuff, so I just be doing it because it be looking like it's working, but I don't know if it be working or not. I also put a little bit on my nose just because I do get a little bit oily. And right here where the forehead start, I do get a little bit oily. So I'm gonna just let that sit a little bit. I don't really wear eyeshadow like on an everyday basis, but when I do, I use my Morphe palette, and it's the shade called Ba Ba Boom that I just always throw on my eyes, literally. especially when I'm like not trying to do a whole bunch. And this shade is like really close to what my eyes naturally look like literally so close. And I just throw a little bit of that one, and I kind of put it all over. And this is like my everyday shade. If I do put on makeup and I'm not going anywhere, like for work or something like that. And I just put a little bit of a lighter color on the lids. Literally, I ain't even blending it. Like, that's what I did. I will go back and like blend it a little bit more, but probably not much, to tell you the truth. And I just want you guys to see like how easy, like, it be looking like I put effort into this stuff, and I really don't. I really don't. Like, I can't stress enough. You'll know when I put effort into my eyes, because I'm gonna be all on Instagram like showing y'all what I did, because I'm gonna be thinking I did something. Now I bronze. I use MAC mineralizing powder in the shade Sun Powder, and it's like this orangey color, and it just gives me them like I've been on the beach getting brown vibes. Like, that's what it does for me. I just take a small fluffy brush and I throw that on my cheeks. When I say I just throw it on there, like I do, I really do. A little bit on my chin, and I throw some of that stuff on the forehead of mine. And I told you guys I got a dome, so it's a whole lot of space that we can use for the makeup. And literally just throw that stuff on there, and then I take my Morphe Bronzer little set. My friend Zay actually got me this for my birthday, and I love it. I use an angled brush, and I just take that darker shade and kind of curve a little bit, and I'm literally just taking a little bit. I put a tad bit on these temples, and this just I don't know, it doesn't do anything. I thought it minimized the size of my forehead, but that's something that's really not going anywhere, like no matter what. So, and I just take a little fluffy brush and throw some of that on my bridge of my nose that I don't have, and create a bridge, literally. And that's like it. Sometimes I throw my MAC blush in the shade Raisin, and I've used this shade since I was like a kid. Before I was allowed to wear makeup, I was only allowed to wear blush and sometimes mascara. Like when I cheered in high school, my mom didn't let me wear makeup, and this was my makeup, and I would just throw some on my cheeks like so. This was the exact shade that I wore and everything, and this is the only shade of blush that I wear. I'm not really a big blush fan. So I do all that, and then that's pretty much it for the face. I just take a big fluffy brush and blend in, or try to like wipe away all that excess powder that was used. And request my chariot, get ya. The doors open, take that high road and hop in. Monarch butterflies, you should open up. I'm trying to put your heart together, found it broken up. Going up with smoke. And I have another. I use a brush to just blend in any harsh lines. A brush that's like a little bit more harsh than the last one. She said that she the loneliest, and it's hard to open up. Open you up like a puppy. Open up. Tell you out for a puppy. Let your emotion waterfall open. Open up. And pretty much I just wait for my face to like set. In the process of that, I spray. This is the NYX matte finish setting spray. I normally like to use the, I believe is it Too Faced All Nighter setting spray, that's my go-to, but that's the one I travel with just because it's smaller, and like I said, I'm not home. That, or I like to use the Morphe one. And while my face is still a little bit wet and like dewy, and as you can see, it's already like setting a bit, I put some highlight on. This is the Jeffree Patrick Star. We don't mess with Jeffree Star. That man's racist. I almost said a word I'm not supposed to say. He's racist. We don't use his products. This is just the Patrick Star highlight. It works better when your face is damp, to be honest. It's not really like one of those beaming highlighters, which is why I like it for like an everyday look. It's not booming at all. So I put a little bit of highlight on. I've been liking eyeliner underneath, and I've been just doing it with a shadow, to be honest. This is from a black owned company. This is from Juvia's Place, and I just like to use a really skinny brush if I can find one, and I just use this as my eyeliner, the black shade. This is the palette. I can't tell you because I don't know, to be honest, but I just feel like for me, I'm not like steady enough to be trying to put like real eyeliner underneath my eye, so I like to just do shadow because it is a matte look and it's just easier to apply. Like, I literally just threw that on. I go in with mascara. And I literally just put enough to like uncurl my natural lashes because they are so curly. I put some on the bottom. If you OPN, engaging you on my agenda. Request my chariot, get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. First impression. And then lips. I always do the same thing. I take a brown lip liner. It doesn't matter the brand. This is from a beauty supply store. My go-to is Chestnut from MAC. But this is just a brown from a beauty supply store. And I just line my lips. I follow the shape of my lips, my real lips, not creating fake lips. And I use my lipstick if I find it. This is one lipstick it's like the only lipstick that I ever wear. And I can't find it. But when I can't find it, normally I would put on like a nude lipstick, but when I can't find my lipstick, I do put on concealer. And I just use a fluffy brush just because I use a fluffy brush just because I know that I didn't never finish my sentence. I use a fluffy brush because it's not going to apply too much product. Whatever color I create, because I always just mix a brown liner and whatever nude I can come up with, whether it's concealer or a lipstick, I just throw some clear gloss on top. Or I do love Cinnamon Roll from NYX, and it's so hard to find it because they discontinued it. But that was like my go-to gloss. And that's just that. I do get a lot of questions on how I apply my lashes, and I'm going to be using no other lashes than my own. This is the style, okay, this is the style Exotic from my line. You can get these, you can hit me up, you can follow my business page at Dolled'Up Blinks, and hit me up and get these for just $12. Come on now. Packaging is on point, lashes are on point. I got you. But I get a lot of questions and people that say they want to buy lashes but they don't know how to put them on. And it's so simple. I just take it, measure it to my eye. I have small eyes, so I normally have to cut, and I just take my scissors that I put up. I just take some scissors and cut. Now this lash goes on this eye, so I'm gonna cut more so the inner corner just so that the ends stay long. If you want your lashes to be a little bit shorter, you can cut the opposite side. But this is what I do. I just cut it to fit, and I use hair glue on my eyes. No, it doesn't rip my eyelashes off. No, it doesn't irritate my eyes. None of that. I've always used hair glue. Well, I used to use Duo, but I noticed the hair glue just makes it last longer. I know a lot of people are scared to do it. I literally do it all the time. And I have watery eyes, especially my left eye. It waters like all the time, and this kind of helps my eyes to just keep the lash on. So I just put that a small amount of glue. You don't need a whole lot of glue. You don't need a whole lot of glue. Just put that glue on and let it get a little bit tacky because it's easier to apply. I like to pull my eye just because I do have chinky eyes. I like to pull, and then I just place in the middle and then attach the end.
Open up, you OPN, bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends.
And then you just kind of play with it and fix it to your liking.
Request my chariot, get ya. The doors OPN. Take that high road and hop in. You OPN.
And that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the other eye on and show you the end result. Okay, so this concludes the look. This is just a simple everyday look, something quick you can do. It shouldn't take you more than 20 minutes, and it just looks like you put in a little extra work for yourself. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I'm not a professional, I'm not a pro. This is what works for me. This is what I do. This is kind of my go-to look. Simple neutral on the eyes, some lashes, a quick soft face, and that's about it. If you guys have any looks you want me to try, I mean, I have a ton of eyeshadows that I do want to play with. If you have any color schemes that you want me to try to do, or you know, any looks, any questions, any tips that you want from me, things that work for me, go ahead and drop those comments, those questions, and I'm gonna try to get those videos to you guys. That's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Tune in for the next one.